Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, the sales software reviews podcast. It's like a fun tech show all about tools that help people sell stuff better. We talk to leaders of software brands about what's good or not so good about their product. So you can get the info that you need to pick the best tool for your company. Today, we have Jasper, CEO of Artisan AI, on to talk about Artisan AI. But first, Jasper, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, hi, I'm Jasper. We're based in SF. We are a very new company creating digital workers, and our first is Ava. She's a sales representative launching on December 4th.
No, awesome. So, you're talking about Ava, assuming this is the company.
Yes.
Right? This is Artisan AI.
Yes.
So what is Artisan AI?
Yeah, so essentially our mission is to create human-like digital workers that automate different job workflows and act more as an addition to a team rather than another SaaS tool for a team to use. So Ava is an outbound sales rep. She automates the entire outbound sales process from end to end and essentially acts as if you're hiring an appointment setter. So you onboard her with a 10-minute conversation and then she runs your entire outbound sales operations.
Okay. I mean, that sounds pretty comprehensive. I like to see that for myself. But first, what sorts of buyers are you serving with Artisan?
Yeah, so right now we're really targeting early stage startups, primarily SaaS and B2B professional services, and those that have early product market fit. Because if you don't have any product market fit and if your product is terrible, then we can't sell it by sending 10,000 emails about it. So early stage startups, founders, VP of sales that have product market fit, people are retaining on their products, and they essentially need to amplify their growth and scale.
Okay, so I'm sure there's a lot of sales tools out there. There's a lot of people using AI for sales tools. And so with that said, what does Artisan help people do that they couldn't do before Artisan?
Yeah, so there's a lot of sales automation tools that exist, but they really are platforms for you to use rather than a tool that's doing it for you. So the way to think about Ava and Artisan in general is it's an addition to your team. So Ava's running the full campaign for you. It's like having another person on your team doing everything rather than just having another SaaS tool that your team has to use. There's no learning curve either. So Ava can explain everything to the user and essentially act as an onboarding expert that's always available for you. She'll send you messages on her own volition. She'll run the entire campaign. She'll give you suggestions and do everything for you. So you don't even have to know how outbound sales works, really.
No, so it's kind of like the replacing the SDR thing that's been going on since AI started to pop up.
It makes them significantly more productive. So you can have one SDR reaching out to 10 times as many people because all they have to do is manage AVAs and make sure that their different AVAs are performing well and contacting people in the correct way.
Okay, so with that said, how would someone measure success with Artisan or Ava?
Yeah. So primarily the success metric that we're using for our customers is meetings booked. So Ava's primary objective out of the box is to book meetings into your calendar. You give her your meeting link. She sends emails on your behalf, so she kind of acts as a ghostwriter for outbound sales. She doesn't send emails as Ava. And she's constantly finding the strategic point to give the prospect your meeting link and get a meeting in your calendar. So that's really where we see our customers getting value.
All right. I mean, that sounds great. Everyone wants more meeting books. That's why we're in sales.
Yeah, right? Of course.
So with that said, I mean, could you give us a demo of Ava Artisan?
Yes, for sure. Just a heads up, we aren't launching until December 4th, so this is very much a demo, but it gives the idea. So yeah, the dashboard of the primary page of the entire dashboard is talking to Ava. So Ava can manage everything for you. We have all of these sidebar pages, but you can manage everything just by talking to Ava. We're releasing a Slack app as well, so you can manage Ava entirely over there. So let me show you the other pages though anyway. So we have this inbox that collates all of the different replies that you've received from all of the email addresses you've got linked. So because we're doing outbound sales at scale, we recommend adding multiple different mailboxes on different domains. That way you can send significantly more emails without the risk of damaging your domain reputation. We are building in the functionality next year in Q1, hopefully, that Ava can buy domains for you and buy email addresses for you and run this completely on autopilot. But for now, you do have to buy the domains yourself. So Ava will set all of this up for you right now. So we haven't gone through the onboarding with this Ava yet, so it's empty. but you can see we target users from your target customer persona. Either you can upload a spreadsheet of contacts, in which case Ava is going to contact them, or you can have Ava fill in these different targeting things or fill them in yourself. And if you do that, then Ava will use the database of 270 million contacts that she has to find your prospects and to reach out to them. So we have an under-the-hood integration that has 270 million contacts with 65 data points, and we use that for really in-depth prospecting. You also have the pitch. Ava fills all of this in for you as well when you go through the 10-minute onboarding, so this would all be pre-populated. But essentially, we scrape your website, you give us a one-liner of your product and service, and then you have different value propositions and pain points that are linked to specific prospect attributes. So you can imagine how we can get a really targeted messaging that's sent across for each individual email. So for us, we target founders in one group and we target VP of sales in another group. So our pitch to VP of sales is very different to our pitch to founders of early stage startups. So we can create these value propositions that are targeting specific job titles and sectors, and actually have Ava to create them for us and give us guidance on how it should be formatted. Here you put in your meeting scheduling link and have Ava schedule meetings for you or not, if that's not your primary objective. You can put in your email signature, choose the time zone that Ava's operating in. We have a dark mode, and we have this CRM built in as well. So we're really trying to be the one-stop. Yeah, exactly. So we're really trying to be the one-stop shop for everything for your sales process. Right now, we're just targeting outbound. But you don't need a B2B data provider. You don't need a CRM because everything is centralized here. But if you do have a CRM that you already use that you want to continue using, we can export out to HubSpot or Salesforce, or we have Zapier as well if you want to export anywhere else. Other key things to mention are we have really, really in-depth analytics. So we're tracking the sentiment, the meeting link clicks, everything that's relevant to your outbound sales campaign. The Ava is continuously optimizing for sentiment, positive sentiment responses, and meeting link clicks. So this is going on constantly in the background, and she'll do things that you would never even think of. We have individualized optimization. So she's figuring out what value propositions work best, what messaging works best, what pain points are best to address. And then we have the system-wide analytics that are going on where Ava's figuring out what system-wide trends is she noticing between different data points. So for example, you might find that people in Europe like a more direct tone of voice, things that you would never recognize as an individual sales rep, but because we have these really robust system-wide data analytics, Ava can figure out these things and you don't even have to know they're happening. You can also choose to review Ava's emails if you don't quite trust AI to write emails for you yet, which is understandable. You can turn on this setting and then every single email that Ava writes comes through to here and you can approve it, delete it, edit it, or regenerate it. And we're using this data to make Ava more robust for you. So if you start making edits and we notice a trend in them, or Ava notices a trend in them, she'll edit her writing style to match what you're looking for, essentially. That's the core of it. So we then have the sales workflow where you can either have an email template-based, which we don't really recommend, or an autopilot where Ava's writing it uniquely every single time for each individual prospect. But yeah, that's the core of the product. That's the most important things to see.
I mean, that's fantastic. And like when it comes to communicating with Ava, you just do it here in the chat?
Exactly, yeah. Or you can use the Slack app and you can talk to her there. One thing that we're really trying to tell is you don't have to use this dashboard. It's great to discover features and to understand what you need to do, but Ava can do all of this for you as well. You can just talk to Ava, say, update my campaign workflow or edit my outbound settings or send me my latest messages from my inbox, and Ava can do this all for you. So it's really like having someone on your team managing your outbound sales for you. And as she's in the role over time, she's learning more and more and getting more robust and becoming more reliable. So the product only gets better from the moment it's deployed.
Wow, so this is an AI SDR for real, huh?
Exactly, yeah. We like to think it's the first one that is truly like having another team member on your team, whereas a lot of other ones are another software tool for your team to use and another learning curve, and yeah.
Okay, so that's it. What will the pricing for something like this be?
Yeah, so we're launching on December 4th, as I mentioned. Our pricing model, we're still figuring out exactly, but it will be circa $150 to $600 a month for self-serve plans. And that includes everything. That includes the B2B data, that includes email warm-up, that includes all of the message generation from the language model. Everything's included in that. And we're pricing based on the number of prospects. So we're really pricing for value. So if you have a good product, I'm not going to say guaranteed, but you're almost guaranteed to see a positive return from Ava because she's selling a good product with good messaging, so people will convert.
Nice. I like it. So, I mean, I like Ava. I like Ava.
Well.
Yeah.
She's a nice girl.
So that's it. Is there anything else you would like to add to this before we close out?
Yeah, so I guess one thing to say is Ava's just our first artisan, and Ava's the first of a series of artisans that we're going to be releasing. So right now, Ava just targets outbound sales. We're in the process of creating a new version of Ava that's going to be able to help you with the entire sales cycle. More information to come on that soon. And then we're releasing other artisans as well. So we're releasing a marketing manager, customer support rep, and all of these artisans can interact natively with one another and keep the user journey continuous. So that's, I think, a key separation point between what we're doing and other tools that exist as well.
Awesome. So there you have it.
There we have it.
Tools like Ava or Artisan AI are the future of outbound sales. I'm sure that there have been a lot of sales leaders actively looking to figure out how to use AI best for their campaigns. A lot of CEOs looking for it. And this is what I feel to be what we've been looking for. So with that said, I mean, you can keep up with Jasper and Artisan. Like, where can we find you?
Yeah, we obviously got a website. I'm on LinkedIn. We're everywhere. Everywhere you look.
Cool. Jasper, what's your last name?
Carmichael Jack. It's kind of long.
Carmichael Jack. Okay.
Yes.
You can find Jasper Carmichael Jack on LinkedIn. You can check out Artisan AI's website.
And artisan-ai.com.
Get your name on the wait list because it's coming out December 4th.
Yeah, coming very soon now.
Yeah. So with that said, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Jasper. I'm very excited about Ava, and I hope that the audience is too.
Awesome. Yeah, we're ready for it.
So with that said, if you're watching this podcast, you can find Jasper. You can find Artisan or Ava by clicking the link below. As always, have a great day. Thanks.
I'll see you then.